I know Luka is having a sensational season this year, but in this video, we're going to talk about Kyrie Irving. Why? Because the Kyrie Irving comeback is officially real. What up, everybody? It's your boy STG Hoops with a brand new video. We are going to be talking about Kyrie Irving, who is literally just going off. And each week, I'm just seeing highlight after highlight after highlight. And you know what? He deserves his own dedicated video today. Before we begin, if y'all haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and go for it. We hit the 1K subscriber mark, but we're not done yet. The goal is 10K subs by the end of the year. If you're watching this, you randomly found it on YouTube or whatever, yo, hit that subscribe button, join the family. Might as well join before we go to the 100K, to the 1 mil, to the 10 mil. We got to start from the humble beginnings. Like this video if you can as well, helps the algorithm. But let's get to it, man. Kyrie Irving right now is literally on every single highlight social media page in the world right now, right? If you are on social media and you haven't seen a Kyrie Irving highlight in the past 1 or 2 weeks, you are not on social media, or at the very least, you're definitely not following any basketball page whatsoever, bro, because what my man has been doing has just been sensational, man. The game winner against the Denver Nuggets was one of the greatest game winners I've seen, at least this season. Hook shot lefty, dog. What? You can't even make that up. But I'm not surprised, because Kyrie Irving has always had this clutch gene, and I'm sure we can reminisce of, in the NBA Finals era with the Cavaliers and of course the Golden State Warriors when Kyrie hit that cold-blooded shot, right, to pretty much seal them the victory in Game 7. What a remarkable shot to help them, get one of the greatest comebacks in NBA Finals history down 3-1, right? If you followed Kyrie Irving back then, you already knew that this brother is cold-blooded. And this brother, and there's not a lot of people I can say this to, this guy has mama mentality. There's very few players in the NBA who I'm like, you know what? This guy kind of has glimpses of that mama mentality. Kyrie is definitely one of them. And we're going to make a video about this brother in the future, but Anthony Edwards is another one of those guys, and he's kind of up and coming and emerging. But Kyrie, now 32 years old or so, it was just his birthday the other day. He's one of those guys from this new post-Kobe era, and of course I know he still played in the same time as Kobe, but you know what I'm trying to say, like that transition piece after Kobe. I think he is one of those individuals who's always had it. Now, Kyrie obviously never had, all the athleticism in the world compared to some of the other people of his size and taller. He never had, obviously, the most elite body, if you will, compared to, other people like a Russell Westbrook, etc. But Kyrie Irving, man, what makes him so special, and I think we can all agree, is just the skill and prowess he's developed regarding his commitment to the game. He, being, maybe a little bit over 6 feet, this brother has probably the best ball handling I've ever seen. I know there's a lot of people who like to say Allen Iverson is better. Bro, if these brothers are just in the same conversation, Kyrie and Allen Iverson, and you can't think of others or very few others, that just shows he's an all-time great handler of the ball. Right, so that's already established that he's top 5, if not number 1 of all time, dog, of all time, okay? But it's more than that, because what Kyrie Irving does that's just so special is just the way he's able to attack the rim, his finesse, his layup abilities. How many highlights do we see with this brother just going for a layup? You think he's gonna shoot it, and then he just does Michael Jordan-esque type of, reverse, and dude, he does that like it's nothing, right? And we've seen him do this in the Cavalier days, but the narrative around Kyrie Irving has definitely been attacked, if you will, over the past couple of years, right? And I think it started all the way when he went to Boston. He went to Boston at 25 years old. He wanted to get out. Obviously, I'm sure he regrets that decision, because if he stayed, I'm sure LeBron would have stayed, and who knows what would have happened. They could have won another championship, whatever. I think he talked about that in the past as well. He ends up going to Brooklyn, plays 20 games, his first season, averages 27 points a game, so he's still killing it there. He plays another season in Brooklyn, 54 games, averaging 27 points a game. So we know he's a scorer. He was an all-star that season as well. So even when he was 29, he averaged 27 points a game that following season in 2021 to 2022 with the Brooklyn Nets, but he didn't play all the games. And obviously one of the biggest things that we know happened with this squad, in addition to the whole James Harden joining and of course, Kevin Durant and everything in between and the new big three, etc. Obviously, one thing that really came to light was the whole political aspect regarding Kyrie Irving's comments online, things like that. Look, man, I'm not going to make this video about politics and things like that, but I think he was definitely attacked too harshly. That's my honest take on it. I'm not going to go deeper than that. This ain't a politic channel, but I think he was treated very harshly, especially when other players were doing things much worse, and I'll leave it at that, right? Anyways, he just had to get out of Brooklyn. It just didn't fit. The reputation was getting tarnished, deals were going away, and he just kind of needed like a fresh restart. And that's when Dallas came to the picture about a couple years ago, right? That season, he ends up going to the Dallas Mavericks. He played 40 games in 2022, 40 games with Brooklyn, averaging 27 points a game. And then, of course, a trade happened in which he was able to land himself with the Dallas Mavericks. It was pretty much the definition of a blockbuster trade, if y'all remember. Obviously Brooklyn received quite a lot of assets. They received Spencer Dinwiddie, who obviously is with the Lakers now, Dorian Finney-Smith, a 2027 second-round pick, a 2029 first-round pick unprotected, a 2029 second-round pick as well. And obviously the Dallas Mavericks received Kyrie, and they received Markieff Morris, okay? So the big headline was, wow, Luka has help. Okay, so this video ain't about Luka, but Luka needed some help. Now he got an NBA champ in Kyrie Irving, which I was very happy for him, doing that, right? Obviously, Kyrie Irving ends up staying with the Dallas Mavericks in the offseason, gets, a big extension. It was about $126 million for 3 years. That's a lot of money, but he had a place that he now can call home for the foreseeable future, right? And Luka, he's not even in his prime yet, which is crazy, averaging 34 points a game, mind you. Not even in his prime. This brother, how old is Luka, man? Luka is 24 years old. By the way, real quick, we don't script these videos. So if you made it this far, I'm not reading off a Google AI script. I'm speaking from the heart, speaking facts from the knowledge that I got about this game. Obviously, Googling a couple stats for y'all. I don't know exactly how many, what his field goal percentage is in my brain. I'm not a computer, but the way I like to make the videos is from the heart, and I hope y'all enjoy that. Anyways, Luka, this crazy brother, is only 24 years old, averaging 34 points a game. That's insane, dude. That is crazy, dog. Anyways, back to Kyrie. He ends up staying now with the Dallas Mavericks, and this season is where we're really starting to see the chemistry blow up for this Dallas Mavericks squad. Now, real quick, I just want to quickly touch upon other stuff that Kyrie, man, look, like I said, I'm not going to go too much into the politics about Kyrie Irving, what he said, etc. But I really, really, really wish the media emphasized more on the good that he does. We can make a whole segment literally based on how much Kyrie Irving gives back to the community, how much he gave back to the Brooklyn community, how much he gave to Cleveland, like all the stuff that this guy is doing in terms of service to humanity. People don't talk about that, and we're not going to dedicate this video to that, but just look it up, bro. Just look it up. It's insane how much he genuinely gives back to those around him. And Dallas, I think, received him with open arms, and he's having a great time there. And we'll kind of get to the specifics, but Kyrie right now is just on a tear. He started the season off, in total, he's averaging about 25 points a game, so it's a small little steep from the past couple seasons, but bro, he got Luka Doncic on his team now. He doesn't need to average 27 points a game. 25 is pretty solid if you ask me, but he's just doing a lot of other things. Number one, he's taking a bigger role with the offense. This guy is being a closer many times. You will see many games where it's not Luka taking the last shot, it's Kyrie taking the last shot. Even though the play may be well designed for Luka, if Luka needs to pass it out real quick, because he'll probably get double teamed, he has confidence that there's a brother named Kyrie Irving on his squad who's more than capable, is capable, and has shown that he's capable of making that shot throughout the years, but specifically this year as well, which you just gotta love to see. Kyrie Irving has only elevated his game, and the crazy thing is, it's now the month of Ramadan, if you guys know what that is, and as a Muslim myself, I actually participate in Ramadan, right? And what that is you're pretty much fasting for like a bunch of time from sunrise to sunset. That's 12 plus hours, 15 hours. You can't eat water, you can't eat food, can't drink water. You know what I'm trying to say? You can't do none of that. And this brother is playing NBA games while fasting, bro, and he's only playing better. The game winner he got, he was fasting. He's literally playing while not even being able to drink any water during a game, and his stats have elevated. There's like statistics showing that he's gotten even better this month while fasting than not fasting, and it's just quite miraculous. But I gotta give respect to this squad, man. They're 41-29 at the time of this recording on a 3-game winning streak. As a Lakers fan, you want them to lose because you want the Lakers to take that 8th spot. But the team just has some good pieces around them. Gafford broke a record for the most consecutive shots, or he was number 2, or he was right there. Dante Exum getting the biggest comeback of all time. Brother was in 2K14, then ends up going who knows where, and now he's back in the NBA. Gotta give him respect for not giving up. And then of course you got Tim Hardaway Jr., who's just always been a bucket, dog. This guy has just been a bucket for years. I remember the Rising Stars game against him and with Brandon Jennings or whatever, or Brandon Knight. This brother is a straight up bucket. He's just a veteran, knows how to get some buckets, etc. Jaden Hardy, young little brother, but this guy just shows what he can bring to the table. Derrick Jones Jr. literally looking like Curry sometimes, man. His 3-point shot got so much better. Proud of him. Was on the Bulls last year. Derek Lively, this guy's showing a lot of promise for the squad. They got a good squad, dog, but of course they got Luka, man. You got Luka, who's just not human. I'm proud of Kyrie. I'm happy that he's killing it. I'm happy that the world is seeing what this guy can do, because this, the light wasn't on him much and it kind of got tarnished. But Dallas is just giving him open arms, and even when he breaks his fast, they got prepared meals for him, instead of just giving him water or whatever like Brooklyn did. So I'm just happy for my man. And I'm just excited to see what the playoffs are gonna be. Kyrie, Luka in the playoffs together, that's going to be a sight to see. It's going to be one heck of an NBA playoff season to watch, not just for the Dallas Mavericks, but for the Lakers and for any other team you following, bro. It's stacked. The Western Conference is stacked, dude. It's so stacked, bro. When you look at the 10th seed, in this conference compared to the Eastern Conference is night and day, bro. 10th seed here, definitely positive, well over 500. 10th seed in the East, they're 8 games under 500. Crazy, bro. Anyways, I'm proud of Kyrie. I'm rooting for Kyrie. I'm excited to see what him and Luka can cook together. I do honestly think they're a piece or two away for really competing. I think they're going to, have some good games, but I don't honestly see them going all the way this year. I still think they're shy. Maybe with Lively's progression getting better, they have a chance of, making it more, but we'll see what happens. But in regards to Kyrie, the respect is there. I'm proud of my man. I'm rooting for him. Let me know in the comments down below what are your thoughts on the Kyrie Irving comeback. This guy is one talented brother, and the world is finally seeing again what he has always been capable of doing on big scale. Can't wait to see it. Y'all are the best, everybody. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all think. Like if you haven't, subscribe.